Peace and good day. My name is Worsham and I am your host for Raise It High Live. I am so excited to be back here with you on the first Thursday of the new year. We have some really great new content coming to you this year. We're not going to necessarily focus on music every week, but instead continue to use the input of other people, of yourselves, engaging you, having people join us and talking about different topics that are relevant to uplifting yourself. So we are going to continue to raise it high, raise our vibrations, raise our mind, our thoughts, and our goals. But we're going to do so through a lot more engagement and different ways to do so. But today we are talking about how do you achieve your goals and maintain life satisfaction, or maybe even just achieving life satisfaction. Thanks for tuning in today. Please let us know in the comments anything that you'd like to hear throughout this year, or any goals or questions you might have about achieving your goals. But today what I'm telling you and talking to you all about is something called mental safety, which is so important because it's going to have a direct impact on whether or not you feel motivated, on your actions, whether or not you are inspired, right? So we want to be mindful of the content of our thoughts. Specifically, what is your thoughts telling you, or what are your thoughts telling you about your situation? What are your thoughts telling you about people, places, yourself and others, right? So again, what are your thoughts telling you about your world, about yourself, and about others in the situations? Because if it is unhelpful, it is compromising your mental safety. And if you don't have mental safety, it makes it very difficult for you to do your best and show up your best and make really great decisions. So today we're going to focus on how do we continue to have the thoughts that are going to help us move forward, the thoughts that are going to help us to feel good about our actions, that drive us and motivate us, that give us great beliefs about ourselves and about the ideas we have in the direction that we're going as individuals and as humanity. So one of the things we want to make sure that we're doing today, once we notice and recognize whether or not our thoughts are being helpful or not, is to be around people who respect you. Okay, being around people who respect you is so important because people are going to have an impact on our thoughts. They're going to have an impact on how we see the world, how we see others, and how we see ourselves as well. So it's really important that we're aware of what people how people are influencing our thoughts in a good way. Are they encouraging you? Are they noticing your values? Are they noticing your characteristics, your progress? Are they inspiring you? Are they rooting you on? You need personal cheerleaders in your corner. Right? A second step is to then notice your thoughts. Noticing your thoughts is going to be very, very important. Right? Because if we don't notice our thoughts, then it subconsciously drives our behaviors, our motivation, and our belief. And it's so important that we are being mindful of what our thoughts are doing so that we can address them with curiosity. Not so that we can be upset or frustrated with ourselves about why we're having these thoughts, but instead addressing them with curiosity and self-compassion. So for instance, if I am working on starting a new goal because it's the new year and I've worked on this goal several times before, and my thoughts are saying, well, how come you haven't finished this before? You've done this 100 times before. You're going to do it now? Are you going to be able to accomplish this goal? And I'm patronizing or antagonizing myself. That's a lack of mental safety. But when I approach those thoughts, instead of being frustrated with myself for having these thoughts, I approach them with curiosity and understand what's really happening, right? I want to achieve this goal. So you know what? I'm motivated. I'm going to do just that. And then you choose what you're going to do and what your response is going to do, what your response is going to be to these thoughts. Because how you choose to respond to your thoughts, the relationship you build with these automatic thoughts are all within your control, right? These are things that you can choose, and this is the way that you remain above all things and circumstances that are maybe trying to impact you or pull you down or make and compromise your mental safety. So remember, you have the capacity to choose your responses to these thoughts. You have the capacity to be mindful and approach these things with curiosity so that you are in control and you are able to achieve your wellness, achieve your goals, and achieve your life satisfaction. Our thoughts are largely what impacts what's happening. Thank you for joining us on Raise It High Live today. If you like, please drop in the chat box how you maintain your mental safety. right? And we're talking about mental safety being the way that we're thinking about ourselves, the world, and others, specifically if it's something that's helpful, right? Something that's inspiring, something that's compassionate, something that is going to move us forward. Because when our thoughts are compromising our mental safety, unfortunately, it has a negative impact. So if you want, give us some ideas in the comments. You might be an affirmation that you use. It may end up being something that, like a prayer that you say, or something that you tell yourself that your loved one, maybe your grandma or your grandpa, used to say to you. We have meditation, right? So calming our minds by practicing bringing and redirecting our attention. That's a really great one to use in order to shift our responses to our thoughts. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts, Kenneth L. We appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here today on Raise It High Live. Remember, you have everything you need to create the life that you want, to achieve your goals, and to be satisfied. And it largely is based on how you approach your mental safety. So continue to contribute to it in whatever way you do. Drop it in the comments if you're watching us after we're live. We'll see you here next week on Thursday on Raise It High Live. Peace.